Hello children, today we will begin a new and fascinating lesson called Animal Senses. Let's learn all about the senses in animals, super senses, and even how animals sleep and hibernate. We all know about our five senses: sight, touch, taste, smell, and hearing. We use our sense organs to experience the world around us. But did you know that animals also use their senses to learn about the world? Their senses do not always work the same way as ours. Senses in animals. Let's look at the sense of sight in animals. Animals see the world quite differently from humans. This means that things may not appear the same to them as they do to us. Differences in vision depend mostly on color and the ability to see in various conditions. Animals use their sight to locate food, move around, find mates, and avoid danger, especially if they live deep in the ocean or fly high in the sky. Birds like eagles, hawks, and buzzards have incredibly sharp eyesight, about 3 to 4 times sharper than ours. For example, an eagle can spot a rabbit from several miles away, while buzzards and hawks can scan the ground from a height of 10,000 to 15,000 feet. Cats have excellent night vision. Their pupils can widen until they become large circles, letting in much more light. This helps cats see and hunt in the darkness, as their eyes allow them to see even in very low light. On the page, Mihika asks, "Can you name the animal which is famous for its great sense of smell?" The answer: yes, it is the dog. Dogs can smell things from a faraway distance. Hello children, let's continue learning about animal senses. Our focus today will be on the senses of hearing and smell. Sense of hearing. Only certain groups of animals have ears and can hear. These are called vertebrates and include mammals, birds, reptiles, and arthropods such as insects, spiders, and crabs. Dolphins have a special way to find their way in darkness or water. They use echolocation, a sort of biological sonar, to navigate. Bats also use echolocation to detect prey in the dark. Dogs and cats can hear sounds at much higher frequencies than humans. They can also tell where a sound is coming from just by listening. Owls have incredible hearing. Their large ear holes help them accurately locate objects even in complete darkness. Sense of smell. A keen sense of smell helps animals find food, mates, and stay safe from danger. A bear's brain is much smaller than ours, but the part for smell is 5 times bigger. Sharks have a huge part of their brain dedicated to smell. They can detect a single drop of blood from more than a mile away. A dog's sense of smell is 1,000 times more sensitive than that of humans. That's why dogs are used as police and rescue helpers. Dogs can even sniff out things that are several days old. Snakes smell with their tongues. When a snake flicks out its tongue, it collects scent particles which the snake then smells once it draws its tongue back in. Isn't it amazing how animals use their special senses to survive and explore the world? Welcome back, children. Let's look at the sense of touch, the sense of taste, and some super senses found in animals. Sense of touch. Many animals have evolved special touch organs such as whiskers and antennae. For example, cats have long whiskers on their faces. These whiskers help cats feel around and know if they can fit through a small gap. There are also animals, like frogs, that use their tongues to touch and gather information from the environment. Sense of taste. Taste in animals can be very different. Snakes, lizards, and cats use their tongues to taste. They have a special Jacobson's organ in the roof of their mouth that helps them taste their surroundings. Some animals like butterflies and some bugs taste with their feet. Super senses. Some animals have super senses, powers that are much more enhanced than humans. Super sight. Birds such as eagles have extremely sharp vision. An eagle can spot its prey from a mile away. Super smell. A dog's sense of smell is 1,000,000 times stronger than humans. That's why you'll see dogs being used for tracking because they can follow scents that are days old. What an amazing world we live in, where animals have such strong senses to help them survive. Children, now let's talk about something else amazing: how animals sleep. Super hearing. Bats cannot see in the dark, so they rely on super hearing. They make sharp noises and listen for echoes to sense where they are. This helps them fly safely at night. Animals sleeping, habits and hibernation. Just like humans need at least 8 hours of sleep, animals need to rest too. Some animals have very different sleeping habits. Giraffes sleep for only about 2 hours a day, sometimes just in short naps. Dolphins and big sea mammals can sleep with one eye open and have their brain awake to stay alert. Some reptiles, like lizards, sleep for long periods to avoid bad weather or lack of food. This is called hibernation, a deep sleep that protects them during winter when food is rare. How do other animals sleep? Many animals, like cats and dogs, simply lie down to sleep. Some animals have very unique sleeping habits. Horses can lock their legs so they can sleep while standing, which helps them escape quickly from danger. Leopards sleep on tree branches, using the branches for support so they do not fall off. Flamingos can sleep standing on one leg. Every animal has its special way of sleeping, resting, or staying safe. Hello children. Today we are finishing our exciting lesson on animal senses. Let's talk about how some animals sleep. Remember a few keywords, revise important points, and try out some quiz questions. Some animals exhibit very interesting sleeping habits. The walrus floats on water while it sleeps, bobbing up and down. Sea otters also float while they sleep. What's really sweet is that they often hold hands with each other to avoid drifting apart while asleep. Words to remember. Let's learn the meanings of two important words. Vertebrate. A vertebrate is an animal that has a backbone and a skeleton. Phenomenal. This word means unbelievably great. Brush up. Animals see the world quite differently than humans do. Only two groups, vertebrates and arthropods, have developed the ability to hear. No other animals can hear. Animals have some unique and fascinating sleeping habits. Test yourself. Let's answer the quiz questions together. Which of the following animals have sharp eyesight? A. Dogs. B. Eagles. C. Rabbits. Answer. Eagles. Eagles are known for their extremely sharp eyesight. It flicks its tongue to smell the air around it. A. Cat. B. Dolphin. C. Snake. Answer. Snake. Snakes flick their tongue to smell or taste the air. Which of the following animal has the super sense of smell? A. Deer. B. Whale. C. Dog. Answer. Dog. Dogs have a sense of smell that is far superior to most animals. It uses echolocation to detect prey in the dark. A. Bee. B. Bat. C. Ant. Answer. Bat. Bats use echolocation for navigation and to find food when it's dark. Hello children. Let's continue with our lesson on animal senses. Today, we have fun activities that will check what we've learned and help us think deeper about animals and their behavior. B. Name the animal. Let's try to identify the animals based on the clues. That takes away your food if you are eating in an open ground. Answer. Crow. That sleeps on a tree without falling off. Answer. Leopard. That can fly high and has super sight. Answer. Eagle. That sleeps in the cold season. Answer. Bear lizard. That keeps one eye open and its one half of the brain is awake at all times. Answer. Dolphin. C. Answer the following questions. Let's answer these questions in detail. Which senses do the animals have? Animals have the senses of sight, smell, hearing, touch, and taste. Some animals have senses that are much sharper than those of humans, such as super sight in birds and super smell in dogs. Why are lizards not seen during winters? Lizards are not seen during winters because they hibernate. Hibernation is a state when animals go into a deep sleep to survive cold weather and lack of food. Write a short note on the sleeping habits of different animals. Some animals like cats and dogs sleep by lying down. Horses can nap while standing up by locking their legs. Leopards sleep in trees using branches for support. Dolphins keep half of their brain awake and one eye open while sleeping. Animals like lizards and bears hibernate during the winter season. Which animal has the super sense of smell? Answer: dog. Dogs have a much stronger sense of smell than humans. Write about some national parks. National parks are special areas where animals and plants are protected. Some famous national parks in India include Jim Corbett National Park, Kaziranga National Park, and Ranthambore National Park. Higher order thinking skills. What would happen to animals if they had no sense organs? If animals had no sense organs, they would not be able to find food, protect themselves from danger, move around safely, or communicate. Value-based questions. Remember, snakes can feel vibrations through the ground. Snake charmers use this behavior to make a snake dance. Is it right to do so? We should treat animals with care and kindness, not just use their abilities for entertainment or making money. Life skills. Talk to people who depend on animals for their living and ask them, how long has the animal been with them? How are they taking care of it? How much do they earn each day? How much do they spend on the animal? This helps us understand the importance of treating animals well. Home assignment project. Search about rescue operations on the internet and name 2 examples where dogs are used. Also, name one other animal, apart from the dog, used in rescue operations.